What's up, guys? This is Colombian Love, and I'm doing a review of the Sideshow Collectibles 6 scale Darth Vader. The figure itself stands at about 13.75 inches tall. He stands at 15 inches on the base. Now, the figure does have a light up chest box feature with the belt boxes that also illuminate. He comes with 8 hands, 1 pair for holding his belt, 1 pair of fists, 1 pair for holding the lightsaber, a right hand for a force gesture, which is kind of like him pushing or pulling, and 1 left hand for pointing. As far as articulation and everything, this figure does move very easily and stays in place. The only thing that I kind of noticed is when you're doing anything with his legs themselves don't spread open at all, so small poses you can do more in the bottom legs rather than anything up in the hip area, which isn't a big deal because if any Star Wars fan will tell you that Darth Vader does not exactly move around like he is the most flexible person in the world in his suit. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about as far as Vader's size, I have a Hot Toys Sand Trooper that I'm just kind of going to put next to him, and you can see the height difference that they put on Vader, which makes sense because Vader's a much taller figure, so he does kind of tower over the Stormtrooper figures, and that's good because that makes it a much more accurate. As far as the accessories go, he does come with the lightsaber, just the hilt, and also the lightsaber with the actual beam. It doesn't light up or anything, but because it's a translucent material, if you catch it in certain light, it looks kind of like it lights up. So, but Sideshow did a really good job adding the little details like the small rings and hooks that Jedi and Sith use to hook their lightsabers to their belts. Now, as for the light up function, and I'm going to show you here, there's a box in the back that takes 2 small button cell batteries, and then the wire comes through the body and then lights up the chest piece. Now, I know some people will say, oh, that's ugly, that doesn't look good, but the thing is that, one, you never see Vader without his cape on. I mean, any Star Wars fan will tell you that. You're never going to see Vader without his cape on. Plus, the way the cape drapes off his back, it doesn't expose any of that because of the flare that the cape has, and you can't see it no matter how you position the cape. Even if you throw back both shoulders and expose them, you're definitely not going to see it for more of like a Batman Darth Vader look. But everything's been tailored well. Nothing looks as if it's been like there's an excess of material or anything like that. When it comes to the gloves, the gloves actually have like a leather material look to them, but they're actually made of I don't want to say a rubber, but a sort of flexible plastic rubber that Sideshow uses for, I think, a lot of their, at least Star Wars figures for sure. Because it gives it that faux leather look. Like on their Scout Trooper, it's pretty much the same material. Now, one thing I really like that Sideshow does that Hot Toys doesn't is in every single hand, and I hope you guys can see this, they include a peg inside each hand that goes into the arms to lock in, as opposed to Hot Toys, you're supposed to keep or reuse the same little wrist pegs for every single hand. And I like that with Sideshow because they do it with the feet or boots as well. Any of the Sideshow figures that I have all use this peg per each glove system, which I like a lot better than Hot Toys. It's a small thing, but it's something that you don't have to worry about if they give you extra pegs or the peg's gonna break. I mean, these typically, at least with my experience, don't break because you're not putting them in any kind of position where you're gonna have anything stressing on them or pushing or making them crack or anything like that. I'm really digging this figure. I do like that he holds poses without much help. When you're moving around his arms or his legs, the material that they made it out of just looks natural and it doesn't seem to bind or anything like that. Even if you raise his shoulders, the way that they have these shoulder pads on, they're loose. So if you were to bring it up, it just kind of moves with the arm rather than pinching or pushing in a way that doesn't seem natural. You're looking at a much shinier helmet. It's a little bit taller. The face is slightly elongated, but it looks good. It fits this figure very, very well. Pretty much high marks in every category, and I'm really excited that I got a hold of this figure to add to my Star Wars collection. Didn't see any issues as far as any of the glossy parts. Smudging, I mean, obviously you're going to come across some of that, so when you're handling him, handle it carefully so that you don't cause fingerprints or get a whole lot of different markings on the figure for when you're displaying them, because that just doesn't look good. So anyway, that's Darth Vader. If you guys have any questions or anything or comments, just leave them below or on highdefninja.com where the written article will be. You can leave comments about the article as well. It might go into a little more detail and you'll see some close-up photos of some of the various things that are on this figure. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.